What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. We're rolling on with this old school series. We got an old school back workout today. I got the old school specialist with us here today, Miguel Paula.
Morning, everybody.
He's going to help us out today. He's going to be my model. He's in shape. He's ready to go. He's 2 weeks out from the OCB Conquer, y'all. Stay tuned. We're going to let you know how he does there as well. But he's going to guest star in this video for us today, the old school back workout. Stay tuned. Alright, y'all, we're gonna kick this old school back workout with rack pulls. #1 mass builder for back, and probably one of the oldest school exercises you're gonna do. Go ahead and show us how it's done here, Miguel. Alright. Rack pull is basically the top quarter of a deadlift. And this is why it's so much a back builder, so much a mass builder on your back, because deadlift, you got your legs going. You're going all the way down, all the way up. This one, top quarter, you take your legs almost completely out. You got lower back, mid back, upper back, traps, lats, and triceps when you're doing this right here. Big compound move. Go ahead and relax, big boy. You can see the range of motion. It's not that great. So you can load up the weight, lift super, super heavy, overload your back, overload your traps. #1 exercise for back, rack pulls, and it's an old school one. Stay tuned, we're gonna keep rocking and rolling. Rolling on with this back workout. We're gonna do barbell shrugs next, but I forgot to mention earlier, I said OCB Conquer in 2 weeks. Guess what? OCB is a natural league. My man is a natural athlete.
Yes, sir.
Just wanted to throw that out there. There's a saying, get in where you fit in. If you're a natural athlete, you should probably stay in the natural leagues. That's a little bit of advice for you there. All right, rolling on with this back workout. We're gonna go to barbell shrugs. Remember, your trap's a big muscle. It comes all the way down to here with your lower traps, your mid traps here, and then your upper traps here. He's hitting the upper traps with this exercise here. Perfect form, as you see, he's coming up, squeezing for a second, and then coming back down to the stretch position, right? If you didn't guess it, the rack pulls really crush lower and mid traps, and then we follow it up with upper traps. Get those traps blown up, get them going. It's one of my favorite exercises, muscles, by the way. Big old traps. Once you get them, man, you can't, they are impressive muscle. Once you see somebody with huge traps, they are impressive. All right, relax, big boy. So we got rack pulls, followed that up with barbell shrugs. Your traps should probably be pretty much smoked by now, so let's move on to a lat movement. Rolling on with this old school workout. We got overhand barbell rows after the rack pulls, after the barbell shrugs.
Ooh.
We're gonna be smoked now. Remember, these are heavy moves, big compound moves, big old school exercises. So, give it all you got, right? Let's see what we got, Miguel. Overhand barbell rows. Check my man, he's gonna hinge at the hips, row straight up. Boom, just like so. This is a great exercise for lats. Like I said, we blew the traps up on the first two. Now you can see right here, he's engaging, squeezing, letting it back down and stretch. That muscle, I can feel it, and you can probably see it working right there. My man, killing the barbell rows. So it's a great one, good stretch, good squeeze. You're really gonna grow those lats, grow those wings out with this exercise here. Go ahead and relax, big boy. Rolling on with this old school back workout. If you notice, we haven't done a pull down yet. And guess what? Back in the day, there were no pull downs. There's old school workout. There were no cables. There were no machines. So what are we going to do for a pull down? We're going to do a pull up. Body weight exercise. Overhand, wide grip. What you want to do is use your lats to pull yourself up. You see Miguel just engaged them right there before he even pulled up. That's a great mind to muscle connection and a great exercise right there. Again, another lat move. So we hit barbell rows, crush the lats. Right here we got rear delt, lat, and a little bit of trap, and of course biceps and forearms. Another big compound movement, body weight movement, old school movement. Good job, Miguel. Relax, big boy. Another great exercise. This is probably going to be the only pull down exercise we have because old school we didn't have cables or machines. So pull ups. Stay tuned. We're going to get right back to a barbell. All right, y'all. After the pull ups, we're going right back to the barbell. Like I said, we're going to do underhand barbell rows this time. First time we did overhand, we're coming back, we're hitting underhand. This is going to hit lower lats a little bit more than the overhand version. Both are great versions. Go ahead and do it, big boy. A lot of people feel the lower one more on the lats. You get a better mind to muscle connection. And again, once again, Miguel has perfect form here. He's got the underhand grip. You're going to get a lot more bicep on this one. And you can feel it lower lats, way down here where he's tying in. The overhand version, you're going to hit upper lats, rear delts, traps. The underhand version, you're hitting low, right here where it ties in, that low lat sweep. So if you have a weak area there, you want to hit that lower lat sweep. Underhand barbell rows. Good work, big boy. Relax. Going on with this old school back workout, there are a lot of exercises in this workout. Back's a big muscle. It gets worked from a lot of different angles. That's why we're putting a lot of exercise in here, right? All right, so after the underhand barbell rows, we're going to go with dumbbell pullover. You can see Miguel here. This is a great exercise for your lats and your anterior serratus. A lot of people don't know what anterior serratus is. All right, as you can see, you want to go down, stretch here, pull with your lats right here. Man, that looks good. He's leaning up. You can see it working right here. Boom, stretch, and then squeeze right there. A good pro tip. For a better stretch, you want to drop your hips. Boom. Now stretch them out. Woo. You see how that exaggerated that stretch there when he dropped his hips on the pullover? Just like so, right? All right, good job, Miguel. This is great lat and anterior serratus. If you don't know what anterior serratus is, it's your muscles right here that look like gills. They got 3 little muscles right there. That's your anterior serratus. My man, thank you for that. So, pullovers, great for lats, anterior serratus. All right, stay tuned. You know we got some more coming. All right, y'all, we're gonna finish this workout with the only unilateral exercise we got. So after the dumbbell pullovers, we're gonna do single arm dumbbell rows. Unilateral means you're doing one side at a time. So if you have a weak side, this is the only exercise we're doing that's going to fix your weak side right here. And as you can see, Miguel's got himself set up. Make sure you're rowing on the same side as your foot is down. If you're not, you're going to fall over the bench, right? So make sure you get a good base. Same foot is down as what's rowing there. All right, you can see my man rowing. Pro tip right here, you want to stretch this out. Hinge out here, and then pull back with the lat. There you go. You can see that extends his range of motion. We're not going straight up, straight down. We're stretching that lat out and then bringing it back up like so. Just like that. Very good. Once again, it's unilateral movement. So if you have a weak side, this is the only exercise we have in this old school back workout that's going to fix it. Go ahead and relax, brother. Good job. All right, single arm dumbbell rows. Stay tuned, we're going to cap this video. All right, y'all, thanks for staying tuned for this old school back workout. I want to thank Miguel for coming. He's our old school specialist. He's Old School Labs signed. He wants to plug some stuff. Of course, we're going to help him out. And if you guys do old school, please help my man Miguel out with some Old School Lab here. Before we get into the code, what's some of your favorite supplements from Old School Labs?
So I got 3 of them with me right here.
Awesome.
Favorite one actually is gonna be this right here, the Replica GH. I take this on a daily basis, workout days and on rest days. It sounds crazy, but it's really just a bunch of amino acids. So we've got L-glutamine, 6 grams of it per serving, L-lysine, 1.25 grams, a whole gram of arginine, L-ornithine, and glycine, a gram of each of those.
Amino acids, what's it do?
So it refuels the body. It's the branch chain building block, helps synthesize protein in the muscles.
All good stuff.
Yeah, it helps deliver protein to the muscle, helps it recover. Then I've got the Lava 196 right here. This is probably the most potent fat burner I've ever taken.
Hey.
This stuff right here really helps get you shredded and dialed in while still preserving your muscle mass.
Hey, you saw him doing pull-ups with his shirt off. I don't think you can argue with the results, y'all. My man is lean.
And then this right here is the latest thing that Old School Labs has added, is their Natty. So this is for natural athletes that are looking for that edge. It's supposed to help mimic anabolic effects in the body without actually doing any anabolic supplements at all.
Okay, so it makes your body produce the testosterone as opposed to injecting it.
Correct, yeah.
Great.
So, yeah.
Good stuff. So, as a natural athlete, you want to maximize your hormone production. This is basically what we're looking at here. You're maxing out growth hormone, you're maxing out testosterone, but you're doing it naturally. You're not injecting, you're not taking synthetic. Your body's producing these things more. Old School Labs has some great products. What's your code, big boy?
Miguel 15, if you use that when you check out, it'll save you 15% on your supplements when you go.
You're helping out Miguel, and you're getting a discount. Can't beat that, right?
It's a win-win.
Hey! All right, stay tuned. We're going to cap this video. We started with the Monster Rack Pulls. #1 mass builder for back. How'd you like the rack pulls, big boy?
Oh, I love them. You can feel the whole, like you said, upper back engaging through that motion right there.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
You want to hit your traps, lower mid trap, start with rack pulls. Then we finished off the traps with the barbell shrugs. Straight up, straight down. You got any tips for the shrugs?
For the straight up, straight down, I like to imagine that I'm trying to pull my shoulders to my ears.
My man.
Hold them there for about a second or two, go back to that rest position, and then right back into it.
Great tip. If you didn't hear that, pull your shoulders up to your ears and then squeeze and let back down. Great tip. After that, we did overhand barbell rows. Another big one for your traps, rear delts, and lats. You got any tips for that one, big boy?
Yeah, definitely when you're in that stance, keep your core engaged the entire time.
Great tip.
That's definitely going to help stabilize that motion, and it's going to help you engage your lats more too.
My man. After that, we hit the pull-ups. The only pull-down movement we did during this workout because cables and machines didn't exist, remember? All right. Any tips for the pull-ups? You did it. If you don't mention it, I'm going to tell you what you did. Go ahead.
So I do remember what you said, and I guess it's something I subconsciously do. You want to try to engage your lats first before entering into that pulling motion. That way you maximize the engagement of that muscle group so that you get mass blood flow and gains.
You got it. My man hit it. Engage your lats before you do the pull-up. Camille did a whole video on it. It's somewhere out there. Check it out. But that's a pro tip. Engage those lats before you even start. That way they're the prime mover, not your bicep, right? All right, after that we did underhand barbell rows. We're killing this back on this old school back workout, man. Underhand hits the tie end, your lower lat sweep. Any pro tips on that one, big boy?
So for me, I like to keep the elbows pinned towards the hip and then drive them through in that motion. So when you get up here, you hold that like again for about a second or two, and then back to the rest position and keep that thing going.
He's killing it with the tips today, boy. That's a great tip. Keep your elbows pinned. That's gonna keep the tension on the lats. You flare them out, now you're working some other stuff. And we wanna hit lat sweep, lat tie-in on this exercise. So make sure you're pulling straight, just like that. Keep your elbows tucked in right next to your body. Great tip, brother.
Thanks.
After that, I believe we did the dumbbell pullovers. right? All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Great exercise, good stretch, good squeeze, lats, anterior serratus. Any pro tip?
You gave me the pro tip on that one. Drop the hips and it engages more stretch on the lat in that movement.
You got it. If you remember the clip, he had his hips up. Drop those hips down. You're getting more of a stretch on the lat and the anterior serratus. What do we keep telling you? Muscle stretched under load has the most potential for growth, right? All right. Then we finished our old school back workout with the only unilateral movement we did, which was a one-arm dumbbell row. We had the pro tip where you stretch it out and squeeze. Any other tips you got for that one?
No, that was actually perfect. When I switched it up like you told me, I felt it more in the lat than anything else. Before, when it was straight up and down, it was more of a rear delt movement.
My man.
And then when I got into the proper engagement of it, then I felt my lat go through that. Yeah.
Great tip, outstanding. Another tip I'm gonna give you, don't go too heavy on your single arm dumbbell rows. You go too heavy, you're not gonna be able to do that proper form with the stretch out anyway, and you start doing body movement, all kinds of crazy stuff, right? So keep it strict, keep it tight, lighten it up if you have to. Go as heavy as you can, but if your form isn't there, lighten it up, of course, right? All right, y'all, thanks for staying tuned once again. Help Miguel out, Old School Labs. We're gonna let you know how he does in OCB Conquer in 2 weeks. He's gonna crush it, I have no doubts. He is gonna crush it in 2 weeks. All right, so we're gonna put this in our back playlist, and as always, 88 Fitness, like and subscribe.